Liverpool set to fight Man United for brilliant Trent Alexander-Arnold replacement. Welcome to l.f.c Transfer Daily News. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The longer the season goes on without Trent Alexander-Arnold signing a new contract at Liverpool, the more likely it feels that he will leave at the end of the season and join Real Madrid. Liverpool's vice-captain is free to speak to other clubs from January 1st, as are Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, and has been heavily linked with a move away, with Jude Bellingham trying to convince him to join him in Madrid. While it's far from an ideal situation for Arne Slot to be in just a few months into his time on Merseyside, both he and Trent should be applauded for keeping performances to an extremely high standard, despite the speculation. Liverpool's main goal should be to renew Trent's contract at pretty much whatever cost. He is one of the club's best players and carries the tradition. However, if Trent does leave, the Reds will need to have a replacement lined up, and it looks like they could be set to fight Manchester United for one player's signature. Jeremy Frimpong, Liverpool or Man United? Jeremy Frimpong was one of the standout players for Bayer Leverkusen during their unbeaten Bundesliga season in 2023-24, providing former Liverpool midfielder Xabi Alonso's side with an attacking threat down the right-hand side of the pitch. Liverpool are now considering making a move for Frimpong in the event that Trent does not renew his contract, according to Court Offside. The Red Scouts have apparently been closely monitoring Frimpong's performances for weeks, according to the report, and were in attendance during the recent 2-2 draw with Werder Bremen last weekend, with Liverpool supposedly set to offer him a lucrative deal. The 23-year-old has remarkable pace and technique, and registered 9 goals and 7 assists in the Bundesliga last season. His performances have made him one of Europe's most sought-after wide players, with Manchester United also linked ahead of the confirmation of Ruben Amorim as their new first-team coach. Frimpong would suit Amorim's 3-4-3 formation, which relies on the two wide midfielders to get up and down the pitch and be present in both boxes. Where exactly he would fit into Slot's side is less clear. Can Frimpong replace Trent? While both incredibly talented players, Frimpong and Trent are actually quite different in their skill sets. Frimpong is often referred to as a right-back, but in reality has played much further forward for Bayer Leverkusen under Alonso. He pops up at the back post to get on the end of crosses and is tasked with attacking the box at every opportunity. While Trent is incredible going forward, he does the most damage from slightly withdrawn positions, using his range of passing to create chances for his teammates. His defending has been questioned but is much improved under Slot, who has used him differently to Jurgen Klopp. If Frimpong was to replace Trent, it would also require a change in how Slot sets his defensive lineup, unless Liverpool are actually looking at him to play further forward to replace Mohamed Salah. Ryan Gravenberch ditches date in favour of Liverpool teammates. The Dutch midfielder has excelled since being tasked with the deep-lying midfield role that is crucial to Slot's tactical setup. His performances have been a big boost for Liverpool after a disappointing first season at the Reds, where injuries and inconsistency meant Gravenberch spent much of his time on the bench. Slot rewarded Gravenberch's great form with a night off during the week. As many of his teammates travelled to the Amex Stadium for the Reds' Carabao Cup round of 16 clash, Gravenberch relaxed by heading to a restaurant with his girlfriend, although his mind was elsewhere during the evening. Ryan Gravenberch is us all. While out at a restaurant during the Brighton game on Wednesday, Gravenberch was snapped watching his teammates on his phone. The Dutch midfielder's girlfriend, Cindy Perotti, posted a photo of Gravenberch on her Instagram story, showing him ignoring her in favour of keeping up to date with the match. Sound familiar? We've all been there. Liverpool are playing but you've accidentally made other plans, or other plans have been made for you, and it's a disaster. It seems like Perotti saw the funny side of things, captioning her photo, "Always, it doesn't matter where he is." While he also sat out Liverpool's Carabao Cup tie against West Ham earlier this season, it's unlikely that Gravenberch will be in this position again soon, as he is so important to Slot's tactical setup. Gravenberch has started each of Liverpool's 9 Premier League and 3 Champions League games this season. Liverpool face Southampton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, which could be his next rest. Liverpool are now only 2 months away from the possibility of Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold discussing lucrative free transfers with overseas clubs. The high-profile trio are all out of contract at the end of this season in summer 2025, with the club having no success thus far in signing any of them to new terms. Van Dijk, 33, remains the club captain and among the best performers in the squad, having joined from Southampton for £75 million back in 2018. Salah, meanwhile, joined in 2017 and is the club's top earner. However, despite his consistency in front of goal, the club are yet to agree a fresh deal with the Egyptian king. A new report in Sport, meanwhile, claims that Paris Saint-Germain are now rivaling Los Blancos for Trent. Gyökeres transfer plan. Victor Gyökeres' transfer plans have already been revealed, with Ruben Amorim set to leave the club. The Swedish striker is reportedly on Liverpool's transfer radar, with Arne Slot set to bolster his attacking options given the unreliability of Diogo Jota and Darwin Núñez. The former is currently out injured and is very injury-prone, having missed a big chunk of games over the course of the last few seasons. Meanwhile, the latter has never really found his finishing boots in a Liverpool shirt yet. The jury is still out on Núñez, but it's clear Slot cannot simply just rely on him alone. How Jaros' display could force Kelleher decision. The 23-year-old had featured from the bench in the Reds' 1-0 win over Crystal Palace in the Premier League, but he received the nod to start as Liverpool continued the defence of the EFL Cup. Jaros stepped up admirably and could not be blamed for either of Brighton's goals, and the Czech's impressive performance leaves Arne Slot with a transfer conundrum. Current first-choice goalkeeper Alisson Becker is out injured and isn't expected to return until after the international break in November, and as such Kevin Kelleher has become the starting keeper for Slot's side. Klopp could help find Trent replacement. Liverpool are becoming increasingly concerned regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract situation. The right-back's current deal runs out next summer and time is running out to secure his future, especially as he will be eligible to sign a pre-contract agreement with another club from January 1st. Currently there is little to no hints on whether Alexander-Arnold will stay at Anfield or opt for a new challenge, with Real Madrid the most likely destination. Reportedly the Reds are considering their options and looking for the 26-year-old's replacement should he decide to leave. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.